So word on the street is that Kirk got allegedly got Jasmine pregnant again, and it just got me thinking, Rasheeda must be Batman. She must be Batman at night, and Kirk's the only one that knows. And she can't get her cover blown because if she leaves Kirk gon' tell. So she can't have her cover blown because she got Batman, because nobody else can be Batman except for Rasheeda.
If you have been watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you are aware of the challenges in Rasheeda and Kirk's relationship. Their marriage has turned into a well-reported story of betrayal and heartbreak, with Jasmine Washington at its center. Supporters thought things couldn't get much worse at that point. The burden has only become worse. Since she often loses her temper with Rasheeda, Jasmine accuses her of clinging to a marriage that she believes is clearly over. Kirk's lengthy adultery has irreparably ruined his marriage. Kirk's child's mother, Jasmine, is more than just a supporting character in his life. She plays a significant role in tainting Rasheeda and Kirk's relationships. Although Rasheeda has put a lot of effort into keeping her family together, she and her supporters are stunned by Kirk's sudden and unrepentant behavior. His actions have shattered the foundation of their marriage and left supporters questioning if there is any prospect for reconciliation, perhaps causing irreversible harm to the trust Rasheeda worked so hard to uphold. Due to Jasmine's increasing influence in Kirk's life and his growing estrangement from Rasheeda, the marriage seems to be at a breaking point. Will they be able to get back together, or has the damage been too great to fix? For years, Kirk and Rasheeda were considered one of the most tenacious couples on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and fans often hailed them as a symbol of love and perseverance. But as Kirk's infidelity became more suspected and then confirmed, their seemingly inseparable bond began to erode. Kirk's many extramarital affairs, particularly his lengthy affair with Jasmine Washington, were an important story aspect. Despite being publicly humiliated, Rasheeda remained steadfast in her belief that their love might last. After Jasmine got pregnant with Kirk's child, their already tense relationship was irrevocably destroyed. Kirk denied any relationship to Jasmine or her child, Cannon, until a DNA test confirmed his fatherhood. The revelation shocked many, especially because Rasheeda chose to maintain their marriage and even attend counseling sessions to boost their self-esteem. Extensively investigated Marianne's childhood trauma, even the kind refined and relaxed character that so contrasts with her usual determination. Kirk's ongoing involvement with Jasmine, rather than showing sorrow, severely harmed Rasheeda and undermined her efforts. She has publicly ridiculed Rasheeda, claiming that her loyalty is a sign of weakness and characterizing her efforts as futile. Her harsh remarks have infuriated fans, and Jasmine's unapologetic confidence makes things even more difficult as she continues to meddle in Rasheeda's life, creating conflict and making it clear that she sees herself as Kirk's long-term partner. She is not afraid to point out that Kirk seems to have moved on, and she backs up her assertions with both public and private statements. Fans have seen Jasmine mock Rasheeda for continuing to pursue a man who doesn't seem to want to reciprocate her devotion, while Kirk remains embroiled in her problems. She is finding it more and more difficult to keep her marriage together. Due to the strain of Kirk's infidelity, Jasmine's interference, and the public's attention, she finds herself in a predicament that is almost intolerable. She considered this very real possibility and undertook a mass plan. Rasheeda's efforts to maintain her family's unity have been weakened by Kirk's apathy and Jasmine's persistent provocations. It is a heartbreaking story of love, tenacity, and betrayal. Supporters are now divided on whether Rasheeda should continue to battle for a marriage marred by infidelity or give up on it.
So I'm checking. That's my indication. She, as far as the damage, I told her it ain't really got nothing to do with it. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I apologize for it. I'm sorry. Was it a lot of things going through my mind? Yeah, it's a
Hip-hop has previously praised Kirk and Rasheeda's relationship as an example of love and tenacity. Atlanta is now enmeshed in a heartbreaking story of betrayal, humiliation in public, and difficult choices. Rasheeda has always been a representation of unwavering dedication, having stood beside Kirk through numerous storms. Despite her persistent efforts to keep their marriage together, Kirk's antics seem to have taken the last toll, leaving fans shocked and heartbroken. Kirk's infidelity, namely his lengthy connection with Jasmine Washington, has been the main source of their marital issues. Jasmine, the mother of Kirk's kid, has not only made their relationship more difficult, but she has also been a constant cause of sorrow for Rasheeda. Over the years, Rasheeda had tolerated Kirk's wrongdoings, believing that her love and dedication would be enough to rebuild the trust that his betrayal had shattered. However, Kirk's sudden decision to move in with Jasmine and leave their home dashed her hopes. This action seemed to be the ultimate betrayal to Rasheeda and her supporters, and many believed it to be the end of their marriage. Because of Kirk's behavior and his apparent lack of remorse, Rasheeda is experiencing grief and embarrassment. Despite everything, she has continued to defend her love for her family, even setting up therapy sessions in a last-ditch effort to keep their marriage together. While many have praised Rasheeda's tenacity, others struggle to understand why she continues to fight for a relationship that seems to be irreparably broken. Encouraged by Kirk's decision, Jasmine hasn't refrained from mocking Rasheeda's efforts to maintain her marriage. Rasheeda's caustic remarks and confident demeanor exacerbate her wounds. Rasheeda is even more devastated by Kirk's public departure, since Jasmine's presence in his life acts as a constant reminder of his betrayal. But Rasheeda is determined about forgiveness, and she often talks about her faith and the strength it gives her in public. However, it seems from his recent actions that Kirk has fully embraced his connection with Jasmine, even hinting at the possibility of marriage. Fans have been vocal in their outrage, expressing their contempt and anger on social media in reaction to Kirk's treatment of Rasheeda. Many saw his leaving as an obvious indication of his contempt for the woman who helped him through Rasheeda's worst moments. This chapter reflects a really challenging time. Despite Jasmine's resilience, the consequences of Kirk's betrayal and his decision to choose her above their shared history are evident. As Rasheeda goes through this challenging journey, fans are left wondering whether she will finally choose to put her own happiness and self-worth first.
And you only see a small little piece of a quarter because you ain't looking at the success that they marriage had. You're looking at look at the success she had in her marriage. Look at what they do together. You know what I'm saying? Look what they got together. Ain't nobody gonna leave all that. They both got M's together. Ain't nobody gonna leave all that. You a dummy if you do. Cause see, some women, they try to leave that and try to take some of the M's with them, not even thinking that this is the who I'm with is the reason that I got the M's. Like us being together got us this. Now it's not gonna go that way without each other. A lot of women and a lot of I'm gonna take these M's over here and they go.
Or if she will continue to battle for a love that no longer seems to be reciprocated.